Thank you. In the next few minutes, you'll understand how to use sine, cosine, and tangent to find an angle in right-angled triangles. Here we have a right-angled triangle with all the sides labeled, and we have an angle marked x. Now it's very important for you to note that the longest side on the right-angled triangle is the hypotenuse, and the side that is formed between the angle and the hypotenuse, the angle that we want to find, and the hypotenuse is called the adjacent side. And the opposite side is the side that is opposite the angle we want to find. Having a good understanding of these sides will help us to calculate whether we want to find the sine, cosine, or tangent. Now, to make it much easier for you as well, we have included a mnemonic device which is called Sohcahtoa. Here the S represents sine, and the C here represents cosine, and the T represents tangent. So if we want to find the sine of an angle, it's going to be the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. And so it's the opposite side divided by the hypotenuse. And if we want to find the cosine of an angle, it's going to be the adjacent side divided by the hypotenuse. And if we want to find the tangent of an angle, it's going to be the opposite side divided by the adjacent side. So let us label this triangle. Label the sides that are given. So in this case, we have the adjacent side, and also we have the side opposite the angle, which is the opposite side. So once we label our triangle, we need to look back and see, look at Sohcahtoa here and see which one of them has O and A in it. And by looking, we see that tangent has O and A in it, so we're going to find the tangent of the angle x. So we write tan x equals to the opposite side, O divided by the adjacent. Here the opposite side is 9 divided by the adjacent side, which is 40. So we use our calculator now to work out the size of this angle. So it's 9 divided by 40. And we get 0.225. So to find angle x, we need to use the scientific part of the calculator now, and we press shift, tangent, and input 0.225, and we get 12.6803 degrees, and so on. We just need to round this to one decimal place, so it's going to be 12.7 degrees. So x equals 12.7 degree to one decimal place. Here are some practice questions. Please press pause and have a go. When you're ready, press play for the answer. So here are the questions. Please press pause now and have a go at them, after which press play for the answer. So for this question we have the hypotenuse and we have the opposite side. So looking at the ratio here, O and H is going to be sine. So we write sine x equals to the opposite side, which is 8, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 17. And let us use our scientific calculator to work out that. So we get 0.47 to 3 decimal places. It's going to be 0.471. So sine x equals 0.471. So we use our scientific calculator. We press shift, sine, and we input 0.471. And we press enter. So the angle is 28.1 degrees to one decimal place. So we round it to one decimal place. So it's 28.1 degrees. So x equals 28.1 degrees. Okay, so the final question, we label the sides. We have the hypotenuse and we have the adjacent side. And by looking at the ratio here, we have a and h, so we're going to have to use cosine this time. So cosine cos x equals to the adjacent side, which is 56, divided by 65. And we use our scientific calculator again. So we get 0.862 to 3 decimal places. So cos x equal to 0.862, and to get x now we use a scientific calculator again and we press shift cosine 0.862, and that gives us 30.5 degrees to 1 decimal place. So x equals to 30.5 degrees. So angle x here is 30.5 degrees. And angle x here is 28.1 degrees. Thank you for listening, and I hope you do understand how to find an angle using Sohcahtoa.